So that took a while to get this microphone to start working, but it takes a long time for these matches to get started anyway. I've sort of been cutting out the beginning of these because they do take such a long time. Right now, my game plan is always to try and find the survivors first. I don't really do any setting up anymore. Even, like, I did hear that chest back there, but I don't even think it's worth the time. You know, because any trap that's not going to be picked up by a survivor is just a waste of time, so. Not good so far. I guess we could maybe go further north, but I kind of don't feel they're that way. So let's go this way. This seems like more where they would be at. I could be totally wrong on that, and they could be up north, and that would suck, but I don't think they would put them up there. I just have a feeling. Because usually I find that the survivors are kind of towards more the middle of the map, so just gotta keep an eye on the mini-map to see if anything changes or if anyone makes any noise. Let's go this way still. I feel like cutting through the middle here should reveal someone. Man. Still nothing, huh? That's real rough. I was really hoping to run into somebody down there. Where? Yes! He's right there. So we were actually really close. Alright. Looks like they're leaving this area. Was he also driving? Yeah, I don't know where to go. They're splitting up on me. Fuck. You know what, let's go back this way, because I think this guy was over here. Oh, there he is. I would like to try and prioritize killing someone here. Oh, here we go.
The living have claimed a piece of the map.
Oh, are they skipping
Are you
this area?
toying with them? Or merely incompetent?
Oh, let's not forget the traps here. Oh my god, he actually got the fuck out of here. I thought he was going this way because his other teammate was over here, you know? Okay, we're in position. Kinda where he's at anyway. Okay, let's hope he didn't notice that. Okay. Got him a little scared. Got our energy back up. We should be good to go. We just need to get more traps around him. I just don't see any. Ah, that's rough, man. I can't even get out of here. Shit. Where the fuck are all the traps at, dude? Oh, and now he's gonna get in a car, too. That sucks. Cars really are kind of overpowered in this game. Let's maybe head this direction. I think that's where that other guy was heading. We don't really give a shit about that guy. I will start setting up traps now around in other places just because you never know where they're going. And there's been some other people close by here, so I think we might have a chance of catching someone off guard. I was really hoping he was gonna check this place out. Oh, he's heading for his teammates. Look at that. Oh no. Oh, I thought they were gonna get in the car and leave, but we're good here. Start doing some shit. And they only have one page right now, so this is a good start for us.
I missed you, baby.
We really need to start putting them down more. I might have a chance to get both of them, but it's fine. We got the one, so we got some energy back here. I don't think I want to possess them just yet. Let's start getting out. Oh my god, did I just get like one? Oh my god, dude, fuck it, I'm waiting. And dude, there's too strong. And I have my basic units maxed out. Yeah, these guys are going to be a huge fucking problem because they're just very easily able to kill my shit. That's really, really bad. Let's see, where else can we go? Looks like they're heading this way. There must be something over here. Aw, fuck, I gave myself away, that's bad. They at least know that I'm heading this way now. But if we can get some good traps down, we can really keep up the pressure here. Dude, give me this chest. Give me that chest! Oh my god! That was so frustrating, man. Come on, baby! Give me that lightning! Yes! Are you kidding me? That was amazing! I can't believe that shit.
I die.
So, I think I noticed something here. When I was using the elites, I was curious to see how the balance change was going to affect the demi-demons. Because, you know, the animation canceling got changed, and I guess that's no longer a thing. I actually did try to use it there and it didn't work. And honestly, I wasn't too upset about it. I don't really care about the animation canceling, but I was wondering, it's like, well, if you can't do that, you know, I mean, survivors just dodge non-stop, you know, so it's, I didn't think it was going to work. I honestly thought that, that was going to be much harder, but man, what a fucking game. Definitely went a lot faster than I was expecting. This is what I've been using. Obviously, rank 45, puppeteer is kind of nice because you get that extra 55% HP and 25% damage, which I think definitely was what won me that. Otherwise, that I think I took possession of a clone of all things too, so I kind of wondered, and this was making me think about that, like if you power possess a clone, you can get that 15% extra damage. Well, I don't know if it works like that, honestly, but I was just thinking, if you do use a clone and you power possess that thing, it's going to be really hard to kill, and if it does still count as a clone, then you could max out Insane Clown Posse, and that would be huge, because, I mean, as you can see here, heavy damage elite only goes up to 10, you know, so it would be a huge, huge damage increase if you could sort of play around that. Like, you could maybe even take possession of an elite unit, have it split, back out of it, and then use a power possession on the clone, and you just get like a free 15% extra damage. Once again, I have no idea if that's how it works. I would have to like actually pick apart the numbers and do it to see if like I actually do have that increase in damage, which I'm probably not going to do. I'm sure there's other people that'll post videos on that. I didn't really talk much about what I have going on here. So the main thing is it is still focused on elites and possession. Tenacious Demonic Dash is kind of nice for the energy. It kind of gives you some options for when there's not a whole lot around. Of course, we max out Hellraiser Elite and Scared to Death so that we can keep their fear up. High Voltage we max out because, I mean, that is the money maker of the Demi-Demon. Even with the animation canceling removed, I think that they actually changed how the ability works just in general. So, like, you can't cancel out of it, but you get the Thunderbolt or the Thunderstruck ability quicker, and I don't think they've done anything with the damage. I don't know how fast the Thunderstruck ability was before, like when you waited for the whole animation, but it does seem pretty fast, so that's good. We are not summoning anything ever with pretty much any fucking demon. I mean, even Necromancer, I really don't like to spawn a whole lot, but we will take anything to help our elites. Prison rules, I mean, it feels like it's not super strong at first, like when you use it, because like you'll notice the damage numbers off of this, and they're very low, but it can stack, and I actually have gotten a surprising number of kills just from people bleeding out. Like if a survivor's not careful, they may just bleed to death, and you know, they'll take more hits than they can, and just think like, oh, I'll run away, I'll dodge, I'll heal, but if they get too low, then it's pretty much a death sentence. Power Surge was something that I had maxed out before, but I just don't feel like it's super necessary. Don't really care much about the basic units, and, you know, it's kind of funny, I do normally like to do, like, Rocksteady stuff, but not for this boss. Because this boss is one that you want to kind of stick and move, you know, you want to hit him hard and then back out. Give it some time, confuse him as to where you're going, who you're going to target, and just, you know, get behind him, you know, and that's a pretty effective strategy. Once again, we don't really care too much about basics, but I did have some extra points, and I sort of feel like 30% extra health is kind of too hard to, you know, pass up on. So that's why we went ahead and maxed this out. And just the way that I had to configure all of these points to get the things that I wanted, I mean, I don't know, sometimes it forces you to do certain things when you're making your skill tree. And then here's where all the good stuff is at. Wicked Fast and Infernal Revenue obviously are like super good. But the good stuff here is anything possession related, basically, because we have the extra fear. With Relentless Evil, we get our ability like every 60 seconds, and it is actually fairly easy to keep this up. Like, I don't always keep it up like 100% of the time, and sometimes I do kind of back out of my possessions, so, but this is a huge boon for Puppeteer. His ability is pretty strong. The major downside with using this elite sort of strategy with Puppeteer is they are very expensive, like even when you get them up all the way, and so trying to possess a unit after you summon it when you're not in an active objective zone can leave you super drained. So that is the one thing that you'll have to watch out for. But the infernal energy per hit is nice to kind of offset that a little bit. don't really care too much about this stuff. I did want to go into heavy damage elites, but I'm not going to get rid of demon skin. I just don't want to because, like, I feel like without demon skin, you will get fucking bullied off a survivor so quick, it's ridiculous. I mean, I feel like I get one shot to the head and I'm out. If anybody hits me more than like a couple of times in a row, I feel like I'm out. When it comes to survivors anyway. When it comes to the evil units, they can't even kick you out if you have a, you know, an elite unit, like through the ability. But yeah, I don't know. I went ahead and got the 20% damage reduction because I feel like that's your only chance that you're gonna have to like really make some good use out of it. Otherwise, you're gonna take a fuck ton of damage and you're gonna get pushed out of the survivor super easy with nothing to show for it. Obviously, we're maxing out Puppet Master Elite because that's what we want to be controlling the whole time. And a lot of these numbers are like really, really good for us, especially mixed in with Kandarian Fury, because, you know, it's possession, you know. So like I was saying, you get the 25% damage from this, plus 15% extra health. Make that 35% extra damage, 65% health. And then 35% damage plus 3% per second. Let's see, what else is there? Is there anything else here? Oh, well, they have, you know, the maximum health and other shit. But I mean, as you can see, dude, this fucking shit, like, really wrecked that team. I was actually kind of worried for a second. I don't know. I can never tell who's really good at the game or not. I used to have a really good sense of that when I used to play Resistance. But yeah, this is everything. Demi Elegos is still like a huge boom here. It's like the bread and butter of the puppeteer. I mean, the boss is really good. I personally think that this boss is the best. The HP isn't great. The damage is actually pretty shitty if you're using the R1. The light attacks absolutely suck on Elegos. I mean, it's okay to chase, but they just don't do very much damage. The heavy attack, though, is actually pretty fucking good. Like, I can hit for triple digits on that, and it usually does around, like, 200 damage or something like that. I don't really remember, but it definitely hits a lot harder than the light attack. People say that you gotta watch out that you don't do it all the time. I feel like you can R2 with this boss all day. You just have to make sure that after every R2, you back out of there and just start moving, because he becomes invisible, and I don't think he can take any damage when he's moving, so that's super useful. Casting Stones is the one ability that I really don't like on Puppeteer, because I don't know, it's very inconsistent. I feel like that probably needs some kind of a change. And then these guys. These guys are actually okay, especially like later on. Like, I don't know. I feel like if you're already winning to the point where you're investing in your basic portal, then you don't really need to worry about the match all that much. So, I mean, it's nice to have that extra HP, because, I mean, they got fucking no defense. Their damage really sucks, too, but it's not really about their damage, it really is about their speed. The thing that's really nice about these units is that they're just so fast that survivors can't just leave them alone, or if they do just try to run away, then they're just gonna harass them the whole time, so... Anyway, that's everything. Just recently got to 45 a little while back, and man, ever since I switched from Necromancer, it's been real nice. Oh, actually, one last thing about Puppeteer. I actually did try to go the total opposite way with this, and go like super heavy into the basic units. Like, I maxed out Puppet Master Basic. I think I may have even put some points into heavy damage. I don't know for sure. And then of course I maxed out Demonic Demolition and Berserker Blowout. Of course the health and the Rocksteady. Like, I did everything that you could use to make them like really, really good. And it just wasn't working out for me. I mean, I think I did eventually win my match, but I won with an elite unit of all things. You know, so I don't know. It didn't really work. And I feel like in this game, you really do need something big and heavy to put those survivors down, because like the little trickle tactic that that kind of started with Necromancer, you know, you would imagine, just doesn't work. You know, because I was using a particular strategy with this also, where I was really buffing up my basic units, and I gotta say, it was really strong at first, and you know, people that weren't super good at the game would obviously just get absolutely swarmed. But I've found that for the most part is a really shitty way to go, because even with like all of their upgrades that you could give them, they just don't do it, you know? Like, they can get stunned pretty easily, killed very easily, and you know, the numbers just don't really work if they can take care of them super easy. So what I decided to start doing with Necromancer again actually is focus more on my elites. I originally had this strategy, but I just thought that the basic units would be better because they had the better speed. They have a 3, whereas these elites have 2, and elites are kind of clunky in their movements and their attacks, so I was trying it out, but it, like I said, wasn't the greatest. So I like to max out my traps anyway, so when I spawn elites, I want them to be strong, and the 35% and 30% gear really helps with that, but it's not too much about making the elite units really strong. I was actually kind of going for making the boss strong, and I couldn't really make that work exactly how I wanted. I mean, his abilities are spread out all over the place, so it's really hard to make that work. Where is basic health? I don't know. Anyway, so we maxed out the Rocksteady basic just to make sure that our units weren't worthless. Louder Warcry we went into a little bit because we just didn't have a whole lot of other places to put that point where it makes sense. Test of Time also, the thing that I found with Necromancer to like be able to pull off the stuff that I wanted to do was that I had to dump points into stuff that I didn't necessarily care about too much. But Come Back Stronger is not actually all that bad, and it's you know, it's sort of like a boss ability, and that 40% extra health and damage just sounds real nice. And of course we do the Fleet Guy shit. Let's start over here. Infernal Revenue, of course, we max out. Rocksteady boss, this whole setup that I'm going for is more focused on the boss, so of course we max that out. Don't really care about any of that. Of course we get HP, and down here, oh, there's Health Laser basic. So yeah, we try to make our basic units and elite units not too bad, because Necromancer is kind of real heavy on those. And then Bone Rage and Irreparable Damage. I don't really know if these two things are really all that necessary. 1 second of not being able to heal feels bad. I mean, maybe like 5 seconds, you know, something. Maybe that's too much. I mean, hell, I'll take fucking 2. Maybe 3, I don't fucking know, but 1 second, it's like so minuscule, and they actually have like other ways of getting that HP, I feel like, or like damage reduction, or like they can just pop an amulet or something, and that shit will, you know, keep them safe a little bit longer, so that they can drink like a cola or something, you know. I don't know, it's not super good, but I kind of felt like it would make the survivors panic more. And then we have the extra reinforcements. This we had to put a point into just so that we can get Gates of Hell boss. Because we want him as often as we can. And then we have these two. I decided to just go ahead and split these points. I don't know if that's a good idea. Like, the buffed bones honestly does sound better. Hell, even Relentless Evil sound. You know what? Fuck that. Let's... Oh, I can't do it. See, this is what I was talking about. Like, you can't remove skill points in certain ways because whatever points you put in to unlock the next tier can't be altered, so I can't even take this shit off. Oh, that sucks. I mean, I could rearrange these and fix it, but yeah. And then we did extra damage on both of these guys, and then 2 points in the damage for the boss. I wish we could max this out. I wish we could get Relentless Evil, but it's just so hard, because you only get 4 points to spend once you reach level 7. So I decided to split it between Gates of Hell boss and the damage. It is what it is. And that is everything. I know it was a little bit of a longer one, but the patch just came out, and I was really blown away by how fast that match was, because I was so nervous that the animation cancel would actually really hurt the puppeteer, but honestly, I feel like it's really, really strong. In fact, I almost feel like they made Thunderstruck stronger. And, I mean, obviously they did to kind of counteract the animation canceling, but I wonder, man. I wonder if it's gonna cause a lot of people to complain and have them try and nerf Puppeteer again. Anyway, I'm gonna cut it here. Anyway, thank you for watching.